News Talk 640 WFNC. The only reason I got on the mic was you were killing that song in there. Why didn't you turn the mic on?
Sorry.
No.
It's a favorite of mine, Tom Petty. I was talking to an old friend of mine, said a woman that hurt his pride.
Yeah, we heard you. Georgiana's in here. Georgeanna Pinckney is in here with William Neal. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn. Georgiana, how you doing?
I'm doing
Yeah,
fantastic.
and William's on mic number 3. How's everybody this morning?
Great. And
Great.
how are you?
I'm hanging in there in my old age. Georgiana, you with Greater Life of Fayetteville,
Yes.
executive director, thinking about buying a place.
Oh, hey.
But you got a lot
Speaking
of
into existence now. Come on.
you got
And
you,
more.
You have a lot going on over there, and we've been trying to get you on the air, and we want to make sure you share what you got going on and coming
Okay.
up.
Well, we have so many things coming up. First of all, thank you again for having us on. But what we want to focus on today is a parent workshop in reference to fatherhood and finance. And that will be hosted on April the 16th at the Orange Street School. And William Neal is an author. He has written books on finance and phenomenal. So I brought him along with me, and he said yes.
Thank you,
So-
I guess. Yeah.
Well, William, I want to get you on camera here so we can see what you're doing and talk about it. You say that you're an author here. Give us a spiel about what it is you're doing and why you're doing it.
Well, as a pastor for 40 years, I decided to add financial planning to our ministry and to help people understand that, God is just as much concerned about your quality of living as he is about us going to heaven. And so I wrote my first book called Den of Thieves that I wrote to the church. And the second one was called The Believer's Guide to Building Wealth. And after being run down and having the sheriff's office look after me, find me, I began working with Georgeanna because she would not let me go. And I've just had a lot of fun working with those young children, teaching them, their parents, these principles of finance and having a great quality of living. And I'm glad to be here with her.
Well, we're glad that you're here, and we're going to share more of your story and what we hope to accomplish. Georgiana, talk about the center and what goes on there.
Okay. At Greater Life of Fayetteville, we are located at the historical Orange Street School, which is 600 Orange Street. This school was built in 1915 for black kids to receive an education. And we're really blessed to be a part of their history now. And what we do there is several things, several intervention and prevention programs. One, we work with grades 1 to 8. And if they've been placed on out-of-school short-term suspension, we ask the parents to bring them to us and allow us to work with them during their suspension. We also offer 3 days through the week, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for after-school tutoring. Also working with their homework, any additional help they may need in certain subjects, and also social skill development. We also offer monthly parenting workshop. This is a part of it. We call it PIN because PIN means people in need of resources, in need of tools. And this is where fatherhood and finance, which is one part of Tighten It Up, comes up. And then we offer a 4-week summer academy, which starts July the 5th and ends the 31st. And we only charge $25 for the whole 4 weeks to work with these young people. And we call it an academy because we do target the academics as well as their social development and offer them different things, such as taking them to White Lakes or to the beach or to the museums, historical art that we do with them. And also we have different artists from the community to come in and different businesses as well to pour into these children.
But Georgiana, you make an interesting point. I'm from Philadelphia, and I remember being in the city and then having a chance to go to Camp Upland and getting out of the city and getting an opportunity to do something that I normally wouldn't do just because I was kind of locked in the city. And so when you talk about taking kids to the beach or to White Lake or something like that, that's a big deal for kids who may not have that opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Last year, or I think it was year before last, we decided to take them on a train ride. And the majority, 90% of them have never been on a train before. And we went right from here to Selma. And it's like, it was a lot for them, and they really enjoyed it. So just being able to do different activities with them is just a joy within itself, and just to see their faces. And one thing that we do, and William can contest to this, we also provide them their own formal gala.
Now talk about that. Tell me about that.
Yes. We are really blessed and fortunate that FTCC hosts this every year. They have their own award ceremony. Everything is linen, nothing is plastic except for the dinnerware. They dress formal. The young men dress formal, and we were blessed that Logo Works placed our logo on the jackets, and JCPenney's assisted us in getting the blazers for the young men. Yep. We teach them etiquette. We teach them how to ask for the salt and pepper if it's on the other side. How do you speak to the waiter or the waitress when you're needing something more? So just different things that we do with them. And we also offer them cultural arts.
Let me stop you there, because and the reason I'm stopping you is because a lot of people don't think that's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It is.
And William, are you military connected at all?
Air Force.
Yeah, well, we won't hold that against you. Well, us Army guys.
I know what you're saying.
So you know what hail and farewell is in different functions. I remember I was in ROTC. They taught us about how to eat at a meal. What fork you use and how the table is set.
That's right.
And it seems like trivial things, but depending on how you were raised, maybe you weren't taught those things.
Exactly.
And so it really doesn't make a difference for you in terms of if you're doing it right, but it makes a difference for you when you're in different social settings.
Exactly.
Talk about that, the
and
importance of that.
And that's what we teach them. And we also teach them table setting. They have to set their own plates, where the salad forks go, or the dinner fork, or the water glass, and the juice glass, not wine glass, but the juice glass, and water goes. How to help the young lady with her chair. Okay. Just different things of that nature. And they have really enjoyed it. We've done this going on 5 years now. And every kid that has gone through has enjoyed it immensely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, if you're lucky enough to have a family member like Aunt Louise or Aunt Joyce for me in Jersey, they taught me those things.
Yeah.
And then it was reinforced in the military as well. William, how about for you? And when did you learn some of that stuff?
Growing up. It was interesting to me that I took my first train ride about 3 years ago.
Really?
First time.
Yeah.
And that wasn't available to me growing up. But also, I pastored in Wilmington, and I was surprised at the number of children that had never been to the beach, which was only 5 minutes away. And so what Greater Life offers is experiences that people may never get. And so I've enjoyed working with her and being on a board. And the things that
he's been one of the waiters at the etiquette.
Oh, that's neat.
At the
you
gala.
see these children, and all of a sudden a light comes on in their eyes, just for having someone to pay attention to them, and give them that look that you matter.
Well, you make a good point, because if it were not for R.W. Brown Boys and Girls Club in Philadelphia, there would be no Gilbert Bay sitting here right now.
Wow.
There were people at that organization, just like, at the Orange Street School and with your program, that's paying attention. I'll never forget being at Ferguson Elementary School and in Philadelphia, and Erskine Hicks. Man, I got a good memory. Erskine Hicks came to Ferguson Elementary School to talk about the Boys and Girls Club. Well, back then it was just the Boys Club.
Oh, okay.
And I'm old. And so he was up front, and the auditorium was packed. Nobody was paying much attention to what was going on. And but I was intensely listening to him. He was saying, well, we've got coaches and basketball, and we've got someone to help you with homework. And I'm listening, and then all of a sudden, a note comes down from a little boy who wants to pass a note to a little girl. You ever been in that situation?
Yes.
Nobody's paying any attention. So the note got to me, and I said, well, I'm going to read this thing.
Like
I love you. Do you love me?
Oh.
Is what the note said. And there was a box on it, 2 boxes. Yes,
Check, yes.
and no. I folded them and I passed it on down. And I'm still listening to Erskine Hicks. I'm saying, this is good stuff. Why don't y'all pay attention what he's telling you?
Yeah.
And he was saying that it doesn't cost you anything to join. You get a membership card and all that kind of stuff. And you can be on sports teams, and you get to compete against other Boys and Girls Club in Philadelphia. About that time, the note came back.
Uh-oh. No.
I'm going to read it. I love you. Do you love me? The girl made another box and checked maybe.
Mm.
Ooh.
Pass that down.
Ooh.
All right. That all aside,
Yeah.
I went home that day and told my dad I wanted to join the boys club.
Oh, wow.
And it was so good. I lived in North Philly. The gang around my neighborhood was 8th and Diamond, because gangs were big in the 60s. And that's still big right now. I lived in 8th and Diamond gang turf. I had to go across Zulu Nation gang turf to get to the boys club, which was in 8th and Oxford gang turf.
Wow.
And it was that important to me to get to that club
Yeah.
that I ventured through. Now,
Yeah.
fortunately for me, I became what's known as a coolie. That's somebody who is in athletes, and you may get your name in the paper. And so the gangs didn't bother me. And so I was able to do that. But a lot of our kids don't have that opportunity. And so we really need to make sure that there are programs like that you have available for kids to just turn that light bulb on.
Yes.
Turn it on.
Turn it on.
And that's what you're doing. Pastor, when did the light get turned on for you?
Well, I had parents. I was fortunate enough to have both my mother and father, and in a country town, Clarkton, North Carolina, where I grew up, and you had neighbors that were parents. So
Oh, yes.
a village
Oh, that's
village
different.
child.
Yes.
So, so that I had that, so you couldn't hide. When you left home, you had parents down the street. And so you had that kind of support staff. And so that was fortunate for me to have that, which a lot of children don't. Many of them have one-parent households now. And so just to be able to be an example. When I was in Wilson, I did what was called the host program. I went into the schools and would read to children. And you had kids that were making D's and not caring. But then when you had somebody to come in that looked different, talk different, and it appeared to them that you cared about them, those same children began to make A's and B's.
That's right.
And so what I see and what Greater Life is doing is the same thing.
All right. Well, look, I'm glad to have both of you here today. Georgeanna, one more time, tell us about the event that's coming up and how people can get involved.
Well, it's coming up. It's for men only, and we're looking at ages 12 and up.
Yeah.
Right, William? Okay. And it's called Fatherhood and Finance. It's empowering men to build financial responsibility, family stability, and generational wealth. And William Neal is the facilitator on April the 16th at the Orange Street School, which is 600 Orange Street. And you can call me at 910-364-9531 or go to our website or Facebook page as well. And we'd love for you to register, so we'll be prepared.
Well, and I remember when we did the grand opening for the Orange Street School.
Yeah.
That was that's when I
February
met you.
27th, yes.
I mean, you were upstairs. I think I kind of walked past you. I was interviewing everybody. I said, you didn't interview me.
That's right.
We laugh about that now. And I was doing a television report for Channel 5 on the opening of the Orange Street School and the historic perspective of what that school was and what it meant to the community. And I did interview a lot of people. I interviewed the mayor. I interviewed somebody, whoever. But I didn't interview you. And then I did interview you. And you were the best interview.
Wow, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, and I'm not just blowing smoke here because you're here. No, it was the information that you had and you shared was very relevant to what the school is doing and the people who live in that community.
Yes.
And so we appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
And, you always have a place at the table here.
Thank you.
When you need to come out and put some information out.
Thank you.
All
Well,
right.
I'll be here monthly.
Okay, that's fine. We'll work it out to make sure people know what's going on.
Awesome.
All right, you're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We got Fayetteville's local news with CBS 17.
From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Judith Ratana. Fayetteville police arrested a 17-year-old